Welcome to the West Gippsland CMA Community Flood Portal. You can use this tool to see how flooding might impact a property that you already own or maybe one that you're looking to purchase. The portal can help you to identify if your property is subject to flooding under current climatic conditions or if it's likely to be flooded as a result of future flooding through climate change and sea level rise. There's a couple of different ways to find the property that you're looking for. You can start to type in your property address in the search bar in the top left-hand corner and select it from the drop-down list. Or you can use your mouse wheel or the plus and minus symbols in the top right-hand corner to zoom into your area of interest. Once you find your property, click on it and it will be highlighted red. A pop-up window will appear at the bottom of the screen showing the details of the property and any flood information available. The information in this box relates to what's known as the 1 in 100 year flood event, or more accurately, it's a flood that has a 1% chance of occurring in any given year. In some places, we don't have detailed flood modelling information, but your property will still be shown as flood prone. This might be based on historic flood records or data we have that still needs a bit more interpretation before we put it into the portal. You can always contact us for free flood advice, a written report detailing all the information that we have available at your property. You can look at different sized flood events for your property by clicking on the Change Map icon in the top right-hand corner. From this tab, you can add satellite imagery to the map and add predicted flood depth mapping for different flood events. The different events are listed based on the probability of a flood of that size occurring in any given year. So the smaller the number, the bigger the flood. In Victoria, we use the 1% AEP, or annual exceedance probability, flood levels to make planning decisions. The PMF is the probable maximum flood, the biggest flood that's likely to occur. There's a legend to show you what flood depth the different colours represent. You can toggle between various flood events to see the difference between a big flood, such as a 1% AEP, versus a smaller flood, such as a 10%. If your property is in a coastal area, you might be interested in predictions for future flooding. The Year 2100 1% inundation button will add mapping showing the modelled future flooding, which includes allowances for sea level rise and increased storm surges. There's a few other handy tools in the top left-hand corner. You can measure distances, so you might want to look at how far your property is from the nearest flood extent or what length of your driveway would be flooded. You can also measure area, which is handy if you want to understand how much flood-free land a property has for future development. You can also download a PDF map using the print icon, which will print whatever you have currently on the screen. This will open in a new tab, but please be patient as it can take a few moments to download. The question mark button will take you back to the West Gippsland CMA webpage where you can get more information. If the Community Flood Portal mapping hasn't answered your questions or you need more information, please fill in a flood advice application form and we'll get you a detailed written report about flooding at your property. We hope you find the Community Flood Portal a useful resource and would welcome your feedback. Any suggestions can be emailed to planning@wgcma.vic.gov.au.